These Kickstand RDLs are going to be helpful for not only strengthening and lengthening the hamstring, but also repatterning how you move. Let's forget about the weights for now, and you need to focus on how it is that you're moving. I am going to be ultra specific about this. I want you to listen to this entire thing because so frequently people do RDLs incorrectly. Here is an opportunity to change how you move, right? So we need to be teaching our body how it is that we flex the hip and extend. Flex, extend. What happens though is we lose our ability to flex and extend. Actually, in particular, when all of this is so tight and irritated, we lose our ability to flex, to hinge at our hip. What we end up doing is we bend from our knees too much. And the other thing is that then we start opening up our pelvis. So we start doing this. Where you gain power is by being able to extend your hip and then flex it. You need to be able to move from your hip like this. Kickstand RDLs teach you how to do that. The key though is making sure that you're moving from your hip, not from your knee, not from your spine. So let's go over it. So the first thing that I want you to think about is being able to do a 2-leg RDL. So my knees are slightly bent and I'm pushing my hips back and then I'm coming forward. This seems pretty simple, right? Because I can do it, right? My spine is stable, so I'm not flexing my spine. My pelvis is rotating forward and then I'm not bending my knees too much. So you see how my thigh bones are pushing back and then they're coming forward. Pushing back, coming forward, okay? Great. Now, we want to focus on one side. So now I'm just going to step this left foot back just slightly. I'm going to push this hip back and now I'm going to come forward. Now here's where it gets tricky. Both sides of my pelvis have to be pointing forward. So when I'm here, I need to make sure that I'm pushing my hip back and I'm not turning open. This looks easy because I can do it, right? Especially on my right side, I can do it. That's why I'm showing you this. So I'm pushing my hip back. I'm not bending my knee anymore. My spine is staying stable and then I'm coming forward. My weight is primarily on this right leg, okay? So this is the other thing that I see people do is they're just shifting back. That's not what we're doing, right? I'm keeping my weight over my big toe, the pinky side of my foot and my heel. I'm pushing the hip back and then I'm coming forward, okay? So then now on my left side, I have to be even more particular because this is my problem side. So when I go to step back and I'm pushing this hip back, what I can feel is I can already feel this tension through here. What feels easier is if I turn open to my right. So then, and if I bend my knee, now I don't feel that strain. But I'm gonna feel a little bit of a strain, but the whole point though is only go to your tolerance, okay? So I'm pushing my hip back and it's like, oh, this is getting kind of irritated. I can kind of feel this in my high hamstring area. So only go to there and then you're gonna come forward. You push back and come forward. This slow controlled motion, this eccentric motion, that's what's gonna help to realign those muscle fibers. It's going to help to strengthen the hamstring and introduce some range of motion. But the whole thing though is that we need to make sure we're moving correctly because we're changing how it is that you move. So you need to be thinking about my knees slightly bent, my weight is on this left leg. This is just for a little bit of balance, okay? And then I'm just pushing my hip back and coming forward. If you look at me from the front, what I'm doing is that both sides of my pelvis are pointing straight down. What will happen a lot of times is this leg will turn open. So now I need to really be thinking about this pushes back. Because the other thing that happens then is people start to side bend, so we need to keep our spine straight as well. Now, once you get that pattern down, then you can use some weight. So now I'm going to do sets of 10. So I'm going to be hinging from this hip, pushing down, coming forward. This whole time, I'm going to think about squeezing that glute as I extend my hip, and then I'm slowly lengthening that hamstring, coming back down. And one side might feel totally different than the other. I always start on my right side because my right side's fine. The left side is the problem side. So I have to be a little bit more deliberate about how I'm moving. I need to take my time a little bit more. And I'm gonna do 3 to 4 sets of 10 total. So I might not use weight for the first 2 sets, and then I'll use weight for the next 2 sets.